Okay. Hi. How you guys doing? I'm not waiting for anybody. You'll see by replay if you're not with me now. I'm Reverend Lucius Conway, candidate for District 2 Board of Police Commissioners way in November. So I'm going to talk about that, but here's what I wanted you to get a clear idea of what's going on, who I am. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is because somebody approached me and saying, hey, listen, you need to do this for your campaign, and you need... I'm going to say it because this is how I hear it. I'm not running a white man's campaign, which means I'm not running like the white people. I'm not running for office like the white people run for office. Like most of the people you know run for office. You know, they got the yard signs and the this and the that, and they there, and they pressing the flesh and all of that. I wasn't called by consensus to run for office. What that means is a group of people then come to me and say, hey, we want to run you for office. And I certainly did not go out to a group of people and say, hey, listen, how about you support me as I run for office? No. I'm a preacher. I started preaching when I was 13 years old. I'm 62. Yeah, that's 49 years of preaching. I'm running for office because I heard from God. I'm a fighter for justice. I'm an advocate, been one all my life. And the Lord pointed something out to me about the Detroit Police Department and how they violate people's rights. And then I discovered just recently the Board of Police Commissioners. And then I read an article, I think it was the Detroit Free Press, on my feed, that says nobody wants to run for the Board of Police Commissioners. Of course, that spurred curiosity, as I've been a paralegal for about 40 years. So, since I was about 20, so that's about 40 years. So anyway, I decided to do some research and found out, hey, they ain't doing nothing. Okay, and they're supposed to have oversight over the police to keep them from violating people. Well, be all of that as it may, I found out what I found out and decided I'm going to run for one of those seats so that I can be more effective at doing what I do. However, getting the job, being elected, does not indicate what I'm going to do. So I want to share that with you, what's going on, how you can get involved, or how I'm advocating for you, because I am. Reverend Lucius Conway for Detroit Board of Police Commissioners. Reform delivered, reform demanded, reform in motion. That's me. I've submitted the plans. Now I'm fighting for their adoption. On May 23rd, 2025, I formally submitted both my Investigative Protocol Manual and Mobile Empowerment Workshop proposal to the Policy Committee, the Office of the Chief Investigator, to Warfield himself, the District 2 City Manager, Kim Tandy, and every member of the Board of Police Commissioners. These aren't campaign promises. They're deliverables, which means they already got this. I've written the blueprint. Now I'm pushing for them to adopt it. It's based on best practices. So there's no way, and I have done what I do in Washington, D.C., as well as in New York City and State, in the field of homeless advocacy as well as substance use disorder advocacy to great effect. And now the Lord has brought me here in the cause of justice to end this police misconduct. So what I provided them with is checks and balances for the Board of Police Commissioners. This is what's going on. Reform in the room and in the streets. I've shown up week after week. I attend the BOPC meeting, Board of Police Commissioner meetings. I spoke directly to District 2 community sessions, and I walked people through the process of how to get your stuff listened to and looked at step by step, and I still do that. So hit me up if you got a problem. While others make noise, I make plans and I move policy. Currently, I'm in a lawsuit against the city of Detroit based on the Detroit Police Department's violation of my civil rights. While I cannot legally represent you as a paralegal of 40 years, drafting, arguing, and filing on behalf of attorneys, I can do that for myself. And I do. And while I cannot legally advise you, I can provide you with legal information you can use. And that's what I do. Digital advocacy for everyday Detroiters. You'll find me here on Facebook. I also have a campaign page. You'll find me on YouTube. I have a regular Lucius Conway page and a Board of Police Commissioner page. I have Instagram. I have 2 TikTok pages, Lucius Conway. Just follow Lucius Conway. If you type in Lucius Conway, it should all show up. And it's not about followers, it's for accountability. I use my platforms to teach people how to file complaints, update them on reform progress, and advocate for policy changes in real time. My platform is not just political, it's educational. Efficient oversight starts with the inside. The backlog at the Office of the Chief Investigator is unacceptable. My investigative protocol manual fixes that. Triage, timelines, audits, and communication standards. The goal, cut the backlog by half within a year. Empowerment should be mobile, multilingual, and measurable. My Mobile Misconduct Empowerment Workshop brings real tools to the people, printed guides, on-site help, translation support, and follow-up resources. We're not waiting for oversight to reach the people. We're driving it to their block. My Reverend Conway's Charter Amendment Initiatives, and the language will be filed next week by the grace of God. I'm advocating to get some things changed in our city charter regarding these issues. I'm going to be working at getting 3,000 signatures approximately by October of 2026 in order to get it on the ballot so that when we're electing another governor, we'll also be voting on these amendments. Rebuild oversight from the ground up through the law. Amendment number 1, I'm getting put on the ballot with your help. Rebuttable presumption when required body cam footage is missing. If body cam footage goes missing and the officer was required to record, we should presume something went wrong, unless the officer can prove otherwise. That's fair, legally sound, and it restores trust. Amendment number 2, independent counsel for the Board of Police Commissioners. Right now, they're represented by the city attorney. The city attorney works for the mayor. The mayor is responsible for the Detroit Police Department. So if the Detroit Police Department act up and you sue, you actually sue the city, not the Detroit Police Department, which means a conflict of interest. Because the lawyer that represents the city cannot also represent the oversight board, which is supposed to be the check and balance on the city and the police department. But that's the way it is. That's the way it's been for too long. We need an amendment to change that. How can we oversee power while taking legal advice from the same power? My amendment makes the board's legal counsel truly independent. No city ties, just commitment to public trust. Third Amendment, fully elected Board of Police Commissioners. The people should choose every single police commissioner. No more political appointments. My amendment removes all unelected seats and ensures every commissioner is chosen by the voters. Amendment number 4, reduce the Board of Police Commissioners from 11 to 7 seats. 11 commissioners is excessive and ineffective. My plan reduces the board to 7 seats, 1 for each council district, streamlining oversight and restoring accountability to a manageable, community-rooted body. Actually, my amendment, this is a misprint, my amendment reduces it from 11 to 9. So that we will have 2 at-large commissioners. However, they will also be elected just like the city council. Ain't no mayor got no appointments. It's all the people. The oversight board of police commissioners should be elected, all of them, by the people who's supposed to be the ones running the board of police commissioners, not these appointees. So it makes it more accountable, more manageable, and rooted in the community. The platform summary, inside, outside, and online. I delivered the work before I asked for your vote, and I'm delivering the work while I'm asking for your vote. The internal reform in the way of the investigative protocol manual to streamline and professionalize OCI complaint processing. Hit me up if you want a copy of it. It's best practices. It can't be argued with. It's better than what they're using. External engagement. The Mobile Empowerment Workshops designed to eliminate barriers and teach Detroiters how to file and follow their misconduct complaints. This has already been delivered to Kim Tandy in District 2, the District 2 manager, to the whole Board of Police Commissioners, and to the Office of the Chief Investigator, Jerome Warfield. So they all have this stuff. They just ain't doing nothing with it. With your help and your pressure, we can make them do something with it, especially during this election cycle. We can let our council representatives, whatever district you live in, you need to be hollering at your council representative and saying, hey, listen, didn't Reverend Conway give you the Mobile Empowerment Workshop so that we would be able to get a better understanding of how to file and follow our police misconduct complaints? And he's wanting to do a workshop in our district in order to provide us with that information and documentation. Will you support that being instituted so that we can get that? And based on what they tell you, vote for them or don't. It's direct action. I've submitted officially to the city and oversight leadership all this stuff May 23rd, 2025. So it's not about what they are or are not going to do. What are you going to do? And I'm telling you, it's as simple as an email, because it's got to be in writing. You can get their all of their emails all over the place. Now they're trying to get elected. Everybody, incumbents and those who want to take the seat. Their emails is everywhere. And you're not writing a book. You're just writing a question. Will you support getting Reverend Conway's internal reform and external engagement put in place? That's all. And if they will, they need to say it out loud and they need to say it in public. Tell them that. Direct action, so they got that. Community grounding. I have a regular presence at the public meetings now and consistent local engagement. Just like this. So, and then digital reach, advocacy and education across social media, informing, updating, and activating. Just like this. Look at my feed. You'll see. I'm not asking for your vote based on slogans. I'm asking based on submission, action, and present. I've submitted the plans. I've stood in the rooms. I've fought for the policies, and I've educated the people. I don't just talk about transparency. I publish the documents. I don't just promise community. I show up. I'm ready to serve because I'm already serving. My point is this. I'm not trying to run a white man's campaign. I'm a black preacher. I'm not doing this because people came to me and said, hey, do this. I'm doing this because God put it in my heart to do. It's that basic. And no matter what the situation looks like, God chooses the underdog more often than not in Scripture to turn the tables over. That's what I'm doing. And believe me, I'm a headache because I don't just have words. I got paperwork. I got a lawsuit currently underway, 2 more on the way, and I've got amendment language to file next week, 3,000 petitions to come up with before October 26th in order to get these amendments on the ballot and let you vote on them. So it's not about me being elected to do the work. I'm already doing the work. And I'm not going to stop doing the work until November 3rd and say, okay, you elect me, this is what I'm going to do. No. You elect me November 3rd, this is what I'm going to keep doing, and keep doing it with more efficacy, more power, more punch, because I'm on the inside. And boy, they're going to really hate me there. But I'm not looking for their love. I'm looking to show the oppressed, the people at the bottom end, the people like me that come from where I came from. And I'm not a rich man. That's why you ain't got to see me with those. I'm rich in spirit. I got more God than the law allow, okay? And that's why I'm out here. I'm out here on faith, and I'm doing what God is leading me to do, and I'm not going to stop till he says stop. And I believe he's going to see me through the completion of the projects that he's had me begin. Thank you for your time and attention. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And check out the feed. You'll see all the other stuff that's going on in my life that centers and emanates from my love and commitment to the cross of Christ. All right? Be good.